You know how terrible shit happens, and family is there with you, and you're supposed to connect. You're supposed to feel terrible. You're supposed to cry, etc., etc., etc. Well, I was there at my grandma's funeral. She died sometime in, I don't know, maybe 2008. I can't remember really. But the thing is, there was this hole in the ground. There was her casket. Family was all around me. There was mariachi, a very Mexican setting, because grandma loved all these songs by Juan Gabriel. Her favorite song was Amor Eterno. So why not? Dad got fucking mariachi to, build the dramatics on the scene. So there I was, but I couldn't feel anything. I really couldn't feel shit, right? And I started wondering, why am I not feeling anything? There must be something wrong with you, Crystian. So I went back in time. And I remember the time when my sister broke her arm. And I saw a little bone. By the way, bone is really fucking white. And there was a little blood, and I thought, cool, blood. At the time, when this kid in my class who was bullied to death had this ward extirpated by my best friend during recess. And all I could do was sit there, look at the whole thing happen, and I didn't do anything. I just thought, this is kind of wrong. I should be doing something, but I couldn't do anything, right? So, Crystian, there must be something wrong, It was like my superego talking to me. Like, why aren't you feeling anything? And also, there was this time when a man got shot by some other man right before me. I was going to work really early, Saturday morning. Guy, pulls out a gun, shoots another guy 3 times in the chest, and I was standing there. I did feel something. It was fear. I couldn't really connect with anything. It was just fear. So I kept thinking to myself, something must be wrong with me. And then I started thinking about Asperger's, about, I don't know, being ADD, whatever. There must have been a reason why I wasn't connecting. But then all of a sudden, I looked at my dad, who was across from me. There was this hole in the ground, remember? Casket, grandmother in casket, about to be lowered into the ground. And then my dad, who was like a big slab, who was a rock, he started crying. And that really, caught my attention. And I was looking at my dad, and I started to feel something, like he triggered something inside myself. And I was like, yes, I'm starting to feel something, right? So I'm not so fucked up. And then my dad said something to the mariachi. Later I realized he told him to play Amor Eterno, remember? Rocío Dúrcal, Juanga, flowers, death, people crying, going like, ay, mijo, tu abuela la vas a extrañar. And I was like, no, I'm not going to miss her, but, not connecting. So they start to lower the casket into the ground, yeah? And and this guy who's standing over here to the left, he has a shovel in his hands, so he picks up some soil and throws the soil into the casket, and my dad is like, no, wait, that's my mother. It's me who should be doing that. So he takes a shovel from this guy's hands, and he starts doing it himself, and he's crying fucking rivers. And that very physical movement made me somehow react. So I started crying, sobbing like a child, like a 5-year-old. And I was really thankful, for this couple of seconds. I felt both really sad and very happy, because I realized death is not about the person in the casket. It's about the rest of us who are left behind. And then I was like, yes, I'm connecting. Somehow I connected. It was really helpful. Thank you, Dad, for crying, for taking the shovel, for throwing soil into Grandma's casket. I was it. I was not so fucked up after all. So that's when I realized that in all this alienation, there's still a chance for those of us who are really fucked up or feel like we're fucked up to connect. So, next time you're in this terrible moment and you can't connect, just crash a Mexican funeral, find the man with the shovel. He's got something for you. Thank you.